Now, hospitals have long been protected under international human rights law and the Geneva Convention. So why are they coming under attack now? CCTV's Jessica Stone has insight.
This video shows fires still burning at this Doctors Without Borders hospital in Kunduz, Afghanistan. According to the agency, at least 30 people were killed in a U.S. airstrike last month. Some bodies are still unidentified. The American Defense Department is investigating.
Unfortunately, hospitals around the world are a target. They are a target as well as ambulances are, healthcare providers, sometimes patients.
We reached Bruce Chauvin of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent by Skype in Geneva. In a recent study of roughly 2,400 recorded incidents over a 2-year period, the ICRC found that about 1/3 of hospital attacks were intentional, and a majority were perpetrated by forces connected to a national government.
In recent years, we've seen what we think is an increase in these kinds of violations, such that we're starting to talk about something very frightening, which is what we're calling a new normal, which is governments, especially militaries and sometimes armed opposition groups, think that it's okay to kill patients, to enter hospitals with weapons, to bomb them.
Susanna Sirkin with Physicians for Human Rights has been monitoring hospital attacks for decades in places like Bosnia and Somalia. Just this week, she says, her organization confirmed 10 Russian government attacks in Syria in October. She says nearly 330 hospitals have been hit over the 4-year civil war, and in Aleppo, 95% of the doctors have fled.
The government of Syria is intentionally bombing and targeting hospitals because, from its point of view, the enemy is an entire portion of their populations. Increasingly, civilians and civilian infrastructure has become the object of attack. And one reason that it's continuing is that there has not been any accountability for these crimes. We have not seen perpetrators of these sorts of crimes punished under international law, in international courts, and we believe very strongly that that's what needs to start to happen now.
The International Red Cross and Red Crescent has released this video to underscore the toll hospital attacks take on medical providers and their patients.
Spoon for food. I make an instrument.
The film shows doctors bringing their operations out of the hospital and into basements, away from bombs and bullets. In some places like Afghanistan, just getting to the hospital can be deadly. Chauvin says doctors must operate hospitals as a weapons-free zone and remain impartial in how they triage patients.
It is sometimes difficult to understand by the healthcare providers themselves that they also have to treat patients from the opposition or from the other group.
Physicians for Human Rights actually wants to see all of this data collected by the World Health Organization as part of an overall global health delivery study. They also say that until these cases are brought in front of an international criminal court, hospitals will continue to become targets. Jessica Stone, CCTV, Washington.